Blessings and welcome everyone. Just a reminder before we begin. Your rising sign horoscope will give you additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope may show up, and your moon sign horoscope will give you the less prominent side story that'll also be playing out for this 2-week period. Remember, horoscopes serve best when observed, like a weather or traffic report. You have influence over all outcomes with your thoughts, actions, choices, and deeds. Use the information that presents to help you make the highest choices for the highest outcomes. If you wish to schedule any of my services or like access to more content via my Patreon, follow the links below or go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Sagittarius. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to the final week of February 2021 for you. And just a quick heads up, if you did not see the new moon in Aquarius portion of last week's horoscope, you might want to check that out because, well, we're still very much in the effect of that new moon right now. A lot of folks might not have seen it because apparently when I post all 12 of my videos at once, well, YouTube does not distribute it through my feeds very evenly. So if you did not see it, you can always, and even whenever you need to find something, anything, you can always just click on my avatar beneath one of my videos and go to my main channel page and find it yourself under the playlists. You can just scroll down or click on the playlist button, not the videos button, the playlist button, and you can find what you're looking for there. But that new moon in Aquarius energy is still very much a strong influence on what this week is. We have a full moon at the end of this week, beginning of next week, but we're going to talk about that in the next horoscope because, you know, that's more of a March energy, not a February energy. But also this week, when it comes to the astrology, we've got another aspect that is going on from Tuesday through Friday. And this is Mars, planet of action, passion, energy, the divine ascended masculine, in Taurus, which is your 6th house of work, your reputation, your schedule, your teams, the people that you're working with in that respect, your service to the world, forming a very strong trine to Pluto, which is in your 2nd house of earned income and employment. Now, Pluto is the great transmuter, and Mars is a problem solver. And what we have is a big break when it comes to your work and your finances that may feel, in the implementation of it anyway, like the ripping off of a bandage. And this may be something that completely pulls apart a situation that you are used to in a financial or professional matter. And it could leave a lot of people feeling very, very confused, very uncomfortable, especially people who might not be very hip to change or have a difficult time thinking on their feet. Because when Mars and Taurus work together, Mars and Pluto work together, we often see something that is, look, this is in the highest interest of all concerned, regardless of what everyone's sensibilities or preferences or decisions are, or what they're attached to, and so we're just going to make it happen. Because it is, however, a trine, I do feel like this is something that's going to actually put you in a much better way, both financially and professionally, though it may not be happening the way you would have preferred. As we get onto your cards, when it comes to your spiritual theme of this week, you have the 10 of Cups upright. And this week is all about getting into a space where it feels like a lot of harmonization is pulling a lot of pieces together to create the ideal living, working, and living conditions all around. The spiritual theme of the 10 of Cups is wrapping up a lot of long-standing struggles or long-standing journeys in such a way that you are actually going to not only be wrapping them up, but they are all wrapping up with a lot of happy endings. Now, happy endings may come with a bit of a climactic battle every once in a while, as we saw with Mars trine to Pluto. So don't be one of those people who get so focused on the battle that they, you know, can't even enjoy the happy ending. Don't get caught in the dragging out of the difficult portions, right? Where everything is approaching its 3rd act this week. But with the 10 of Cups, what is happening is that everything is being brought to a happy fruition for all concerned. Now, when it comes to that astrology, for instance, it could be that everyone is better off for a lot of these transitions that is going on. So you might want to try and help people get with that, get up in step with that. And the same thing can apply to friends and relatives and things like that. Because we're trying to end a lot of stories, a lot of chapters, a lot of maybe to-dos that have become normal for you for far too long. And with the Ten of Cups, wrapping it all up in a way where it's a happily ever after, even though it might not have been that great a story to begin with, is on the table for a lot of areas of your life right now. In fact, as we get onto your material shifts when it comes to your work, your job, your finances, and your practical affairs, when it comes to your home life, your living arrangements, you've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, what we see is something being gifted to you, something being handed off to you as maybe an opportunity or a hunk of resources that is filling a void in your life, or may even be covering some kind of expense or some kind of requirement, some kind of requisite, or providing some kind of tool for you to actually get back on track with a major financial or professional goal that you have been maybe forced to do without for a very long time. Now, this could actually be something that not only brings in more wealth your way, but also something that brings in help your way, making your job, making your practical life a whole lot easier. With the Five of Pentacles reversed, we are also seeing help being offered. But when I see this and I look at that, that Mars trine Pluto, I go, okay, this might be help that may require you to be okay with making certain pivots or certain changes that would feel uncomfortable or a bit scary, right? Trusting a bit in doing it another person's way for now. However, because this is about healing, this is about restoration and recalibration for you, I feel like a lot of your finances this week are getting in a very, very good way. A lot of your work life's getting in a very good way. You've just got to abandon your old way. As we get on to your communications with friends, maybe relatives, other people in your life, you've got the High Priestess upright, and it does look like people are really hooking it up for you, especially when it comes to situations where you might be actually getting matched or led or taken by the hand to maybe circumstances in your social life, or maybe, again, your living conditions, your creative life, your spiritual life, where you are getting a chance to settle in and make a home for yourself with what would be a more natural and more complementary environment or atmosphere. So when we talk about natural, complementary, and compatible, we are talking about getting away from places where we just kind of struggle to make do or struggle to make the most of things, and we are going into a space where things are naturally a good fit, naturally the most accurate reflection of who we are, what we're bringing to the table emotionally, socially, mentally, spiritually. And with the High Priestess, this is actually something that is not only coming as a taking by the hand, but this is somebody who's showing you the way to get there. It may require you to accept that, again, this does mean that you have to leave something behind that has been a normal for you, very much like that Ten of Cups upright. But this assistance is also coming because it's going to help you make a lot of big turnarounds with situations that you felt very stuck with. And so you're getting a lot of missing pieces brought to you this week. As we get on to your challenge, you have the Page of Swords upright. Maintaining neutrality and objectivity is what you are challenged to do. And it may be a challenge every once in a while if you have certain emotional attachments or emotional preferences to things, maybe giving certain things the benefit of the doubt too much, or maybe spending a little bit too much time trying to reconcile with something that's not functioning properly. But the Page of Swords is indicating that you're going to want to see where we can actually see things for what they truly are, not necessarily for what we want them to be or what they were advertised for us to be for whatever reason. Because the Page of Swords is going to be calling for a lot of discernment, even when you're dealing with other people. You know, sometimes things can get a lot of glittering reviews and recommendations, or get a lot of hype, or even, you know, pull on some heartstrings. But with the Page of Swords, we have to find out, okay, is that bona fide, or is this just something that knows how to present itself, right? Is it just something that knows how to dress itself up, say the right words, or hit the right emotional cues? The Page of Swords is saying let go of maybe any kind of lingering look-fors. You know, when I say look-fors, it's like, what do you normally look for? You know, how does, you know, what's a way that somebody can push your buttons to get you to do what they want? This is a week where we want to step back from that, because again, you're going to be seeing things in a brand new light across the board. Things that you didn't think were very attractive or appealing are turning out to be the best thing for you. And things that maybe you did find attractive or appealing may have been just resonating with something that needs to come up to be recalibrated, reassessed, and maybe healed. And so stay neutral, stay objective, and allow yourself to do that processing. As we get on to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Nine of Pentacles upright, and it looks like your partners are also coming into a very good way this week. With the Nine of Pentacles, I'm actually seeing a lot of you Sagittarius people finding that a partner may be coming in with some good news as far as a breakthrough that they've had, either in their professional life or maybe in their family life, something that is actually trickling in that is enabling them to start actually either working harder or maybe getting something off the ground with or for you more efficiently. I'm also seeing with the Nine of Pentacles, a lot of you who are maybe single or looking for somebody new are going to be finding somebody that is actually very, very well achieved, especially when it comes to somebody who's achieved in the practical sense. Maybe, yes, financially well off in some way, but somebody who also knows who they are, and somebody who is one who understands the importance of coming into one's own, knowing who they are, and bringing their unique expression to the table. So of course they're going to encourage that from you and nurture that from you as well. Know who you are, because with the Nine of Pentacles, this is all about a chance to kind of step into a different kind of mode. A lot of you Sagittarius people are going to be having sort of the power couple experience, if you'll have it, especially as we go through this week. And, you know, whether it's something that's just for this week, is something we do to get a lot of things done, or this is a new phase we step into with a new chapter in an existing relationship or a new person, of course, check your rising, check your moon, and, you know, let's see how this plays out for you. But it's a gorgeous week all across the board. So that's what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.